The Longhorns are on the move. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Back to throw, it's Manning. Looking to scramble. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
There was a lot of talk coming into this game about what the weather conditions were going to be like, and we asked the coaching staff about it, and they said, look, we've got a guy that we feel can spin it in the rain. He does it in practice. We've seen it in games. That one, though, looked like it got a little bit away from him there on the opening drive here in these tough conditions.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Alabama quickly back to the line. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. Got room at the 35. Flying out to the left. The 30. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Wants to go up top. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
That pass is incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Looking for an open area to his left. Trying to make the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the 1st down on 4th and 1.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Makes the grab. It's Wingo. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Going to swing it on second down. Buying some time as he moves left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
To the air on first down. Flips it out on the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw again. Touchdown Longhorn! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Makes the catch. It's Miller. At the 35, he's loose. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
So here they come going for it on fourth and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires it down the seam. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Looking to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? This time he's got it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams and the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Grabbed behind the line. It's Miller. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for it.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbound.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
They'll try to pop the draw. With 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Cuevas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Alabama pushing the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback adapting. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for the big play. And it's hauled in at the 10. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
1 for 2 on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Throwing on the run. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Longhorns look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll run play action. Let's lets it fly. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Just keeps slinging it. Buying some time. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curved some of the... And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle. Prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Still looking, on the move. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Longhorns are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got him still on his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
To the air, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Trying to ball his way in. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will give him the lead. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. They get to him as he throws. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent.
Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Caught behind the line. It's Miller. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Oh, they're after him! And the missed connection on third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
4th down, going to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Manning. Snagged in the middle, it's Washington. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
That's caught. It's Bernard. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Breaks into the open. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket, forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd is really affecting the football game.
Finds his man. It's Horton. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the